Two-time Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell is still available as a free agent. Should the Dodgers be interested? Let's chat about it. This is Tim Rogers. Yes, it does rhyme with the Los Angeles Dodgers of the Dodgers 2080 experience. So yes, Blake Snell is still available as a free agent. We just saw recently that they are talking about him taking some type of a short-term contract, probably with a very high annual average value with opt-outs. Doesn't that sound familiar? Go back to 2021. At the time, Cy Young Award winner Trevor Bauer was signed by the Los Angeles Dodgers to a pretty monstrous contract. First year was $40 million. The next one was $48 million. I think the last one, call it $32 million? Something like that. Maybe $34 million. We don't need to be totally accurate. But it was basically 3 years at a little over $100 million with opt-outs after each one of those. Of course, that totally went south. We know why. We're not going to redo history. But the Dodgers right now have this huge window to win some championships. It's huge, but it's short. Think about this. Freddie Freeman is another year older. Is he going to be 34 this year? Is that true? Yes, it is. Mookie Betts, this is age 31 season. Right? Clayton Kershaw is only getting older. So the window is interesting. And I think the Dodgers should just go right through it. Now, people will go, but Tim, the Dodgers have so many young starters. That's true. That's very true. But the season has barely gotten even rolling through spring training. Nick Frasso is out for most of the year. Emmett Sheehan is having some soreness. Walker Buehler will not be ready to start the season, even though I think he'll be ready in May or June, and hopefully ready for October. But we saw what happened last year. The Dodgers ran out of pitching. They started the season with a starting rotation of Clayton Kershaw, Julio Urias, Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May, and the greatest Dodger of all time, Noah Syndergaard. Even before spring training ended, Tony Gonsolin was on the injured list, with Ryan Pepiot coming in. And before the season started, in one of his last starts before the season was to start, Ryan Pepiot gets hurt. Turns out Bobby Miller starts late. Turns out, as always, Clayton Kershaw gets hurt. Dustin May goes down with another Tommy John surgery. Tony Gonsolin basically pitching with an elbow being held together by WD-40 and masking tape. He had succumbed to Tommy John surgery. Andre Jackson didn't pan out. Michael Grove even was hurt for a little bit. Gavin Stone came up but wasn't quite ready. The Dodgers ran out of pitching. They ran out of pitching so bad that they had to trade Nick Nastrini, a really good prospect, another one, Jordan Leisure, to the White Sox. Now we got the great Joe Kelly back. That was probably just a salary dump. But we got Lance Lynn. And the reason they had to do it is because they ran out of pitching. They also traded for Ryan Yarbrough, who didn't even make the playoff roster, which I thought was weird. But Lance Lynn had to help. He actually helped save the freaking season because he could actually go out and pitch. Yes, he's going to give up 2 or 3 home runs a game, but he gave the Dodgers innings. They ran out of pitching. So anyone who comes and says, but Tim, they have plenty of pitching. No, they don't. No team has enough pitching. Just drill it in your head. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. You can never have enough pitching. Repeat again. You can never have enough pitching. Put it in the comments. You can never have enough pitching. The Dodgers ran out of pitching in 2021, in 2022, and in 2023. They're going to run out just like every other team in 2024. Someone's going to get hurt. More than one of these starters is going to get hurt, regretfully. It's terrible. I hate it. What they're doing to these pitchers is they're making them throw so hard and just so intense. They're just bound to get hurt. And I hate it. But it's also the reality. I don't have to like everything to just deal with the reality. I don't like the fact that I'm a little bit overweight by like 25 pounds. But it's a fact, and I have to deal with it. So the Dodgers more than likely will run out of pitching this year. They have guys that they could trade for, probably, because they have a lot of prospects. But are they going to be as good as Blake Snell? Blake Snell has a pretty good postseason record. And he's had success in the postseason. He's going to give you 5 really good innings. And maybe with the Dodgers prior lab, with Connor McGinnis, Mark Pryor, all their guys that they have working on things, maybe Blake Snell throws a few more strikes. Maybe he works the pitch mix a little bit more so that he's able to go 6. But I'm going to tell you this right now. In 2023 postseason, wouldn't it have been nice to have one starting pitcher that you could send out there that would have given you 5 good innings with 1 to 2 runs? If you have that every postseason game, you're going to win a lot of playoff games and some series, and maybe win the whole thing. I am all in on getting Blake Snell. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But just go look at the Trevor Bauer contract. Something similar to that. Probably a little less per year. Because, frankly, he's kind of backed into a corner. He could go to the Yankees maybe for something, but I keep hearing the Yankees are out. I think the Giants are the main competition. And I really don't want to see him with the Giants and the Dodgers having to face him a lot because he really is good against the Dodgers. But most importantly, why not get another stud starting pitcher to go with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Bobby Miller? Paxton looked fine today. James Paxton. But, I hope we get 80 innings from him. If we get 80 to 100 innings from him, it's going to be great. If we get 50 to 60 from Kershaw, it's going to be great. Snell's pretty darn durable, relatively speaking. There's nobody on the Dodger staff, though, that you could say is durable. Maybe Yamamoto. We'll find out. But I don't want this, this is a guy coming who's used to pitching once a week. We know Glasnow. 120 innings is his career high for the major leagues. Bobby Miller is coming off a career high of innings pitched. Right? Paxton, guys like 37. Emmett Sheehan's already sore. Right? So, yes, the Dodgers are loaded with minor leaguers. And I got a feeling just about... I forgot one. River Ryan has a sore shoulder fatigue. So, do we understand? The pitchers break. And You can never have enough pitching. So that's where I'm seeing this thing right now. The Dodgers, I really do hope, or at least consider going after Blake Snell. I think it's worth it. I think that he could help the Dodgers win a World Series. That's the bottom line. Everyone knows me as a prospect hugger. And I love the prospects. But there's nothing more important as a baseball fan and as someone who's a Dodger fan than winning the World Series. Blake Snell gets us closer to winning the World Series than probably at least this year than any of our prospects. All right. So, thank you very much. This is Tim Rogers with the Dodgers 2080 Experience. Wishing you all a great rest of your week and wishing you to remember you can never have enough pitching. God bless and go Dodgers.